from Kershaw from 2014 SHOT Show. Again, continuing with Charles.
So here we'll move on to our collaboration with Rick on the ZT lineup. So here we have the 0562 CF and the 0562. We also have the 0180 fixed blade knife.
Very nice.
We'll start with these two here. So on this is real similar to the Emerson as far as the finishes on these go and what differentiates those two.
Right, kind of matching up that,
kind of matching
general
up
finish and the general materials.
Yeah. So these again are KBT bearing knife, so they're real smooth. This has an LMAX blade, a G10 scale, steel lock bar, reversible pocket clip. This assembly pulls out, swaps over, and goes back in. Standard things like a lock bar stabilizer for Rick.
Right, very good.
Another thing about this knife is it has the slicer grind, which has become popular on Rick's knives. So you have a little bit wider blade back here and a little bit narrower blade up there.
Ah, very good. A little more, and adding obviously a little bit of strength, integrity to the base of the blade, and then allowing you a thinner material closer to the tip. So in other words, it just kind of goes out for easier pass-through cuts.
Definitely.
And as is evidence from the spine as well.
Another thing on this knife is the thumb stud. It is not a thumb stud. It is only a locking pin. So it's actually what stops it up there. So that's the stop pin on that.
Which is relatively typical for Rick's designs.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay. And then we have the same thing with the carbon fiber.
And then we have the same thing with carbon fiber scale and the M390 blade. And then again, like on the Emerson knives, it has the grinder satin blade.
And of course, the pivot is more of the Hinderer, base, if you will. His bread and butter, if you will.
Yeah.
A little difficulty with that just because of a little thing on my thumb. It's beginning to wear out. The thumb is wearing out a lot quicker than the...
Handled a few knives today.
Well, and some things yesterday as well. I think I got it pinched on a couple of actions.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, there goes... We'll have to ambush Jim when he comes back around. And, nice smooth texturing on the carbon fiber. The CF is nice and smooth.
Another nice thing about these knives that we did is that dual chamfer on there. So we did a 70-degree cutter that came in there and a 45-degree cutter that came in there.
Makes a little more comfortable
so it's
grip.
a little bit more contour grip.
Yeah, that's nice. Again, adding a little extra detail, a little extra finesse, if you will, to make it obviously not a custom knife, but just making it a little more high-end.
As much as we can in a production knife.
Right.
So.
I mean, you can only, if you're going to do a full-blown production knife, there's only so much sweet engineering you can do.
Yeah.
Without having to raise that price point up.
Yeah. Before you're to the price point of a custom knife maker, and we can't get them out of our factory. And
might as well just give Rick a call and wait.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now we've got the fixed blade as well.
So this is 0180. This is another Hinderer design. This is kind of based after his field tack model.
I was just going to say, a nice little field knife, moderate size blade. Because quite frankly, you're not going to be using the big stuff most of the time anyway.
Yeah. This one's, it has a great feel in the hand. I'm really happy with this knife. Pretty thick blade. It's 200 thou on the blade thickness there. It's Venatus 4 Extra as the blade steel. It's a very tough steel. It is not corrosion resistant. It will rust, so it has to be a coated blade on these knives. Right. But you end up with a nice looking knife, all blacked out and pretty heavy duty looking.
And what is the finished material?
It's Venatus 4 Extra.
Okay.
Oh, the coating, it's DLC coating.
Okay. Again, very nice, robust knife. Nice, very thick. You said handles
200, or it's 200 thou on the blade thickness. Yeah, and G10 scales.
then again, maintaining the thickness on the blade very close to the tip, unlike that slicer type of a design that you have. But with a knife like this, you're going to be using it quite a bit more than you're going to be using any folder.
Definitely. It's a knife that's meant to be used.
Right, absolutely.
And again, we did the same dual chamfers on the handle where we had the 70-degree cutter and then the 45-degree cutter.
Beautiful. Outstanding. Price point on the fixed?
I honestly don't know the price point of this knife.
As yet to be announced, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. And then price point on the Hinderer folder?
So on the two folders, same as the Emerson, this one's set at $250 and this one's $300.
So you can choose either a Hinderer or an Emerson for the same general price coming from Kershaw.
Yeah, definitely.
Or Zero Tolerance. I'm saying Kershaw, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, basically the same thing. Very good. Well, Charles, thank you very much, brother.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Outstanding presentation from you. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
We'll have a little chat here in just a few minutes.
All right.